Uh, okay, so we'll do one more question about finding the resultant vector by using the graphical method and the component method. So now, suppose we have these two vectors. One, we have a vector as 120 gram, and this 120 gram is acting at 0 degree, and the second vector we have b vector, which is 180 gram acting at 90 degree. So again, if we want to plot these two vectors on a graph, we need to choose a scale so that we can put these vectors on a graph. So first of all, for this, let's we choose 1 centimeter equals to 20 gram. So from this conversion, your 1 gram will be equals to 1 by 20 centimeter. And similarly, 120 gram will be 120 divided by 20, that means 6 centimeter. And 80 gram will be 80 by 20, that is equals to 4 centimeter. So now, once we have the conversion here, we can plot the graph and we can find the resultant from this. So for the first vector, a vector, we have 6 centimeter. So if you see, if you go to our graph, so you're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our vector A is on this line because the angle is 0 degree. So there is no angle on this x-axis for this vector, and we are going to get the vector on this line straight as a 6 centimeter. So this is our a vector on this. So this is known as the tip of the vector, and here at 0 origin we have the tail of the vector. Now the second vector is 80 grams at 90 degree. So for this second vector is acting at 90 degree at this tip. So after conversion, this 80 gram is equals to 4. So you'll start from this tip and you will go to 4 centimeters. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So our second vector will come to this point on a graph, and you will be going to take this line and draw your vector B. So this B is equals to your 4 centimeter. The A vector is our 6 centimeter, and the 6 centimeter is a vector 120 gram at 0 degree. And this B vector is actually your vector 80 gram at 90 degree. So we got both of our vectors. Now the final thing is we need to find the resultant from these two vectors. So to find the resultant, we need to combine these 2 points. So you are going to combine these 2 points, and from this point to this point, the closing side of the triangle gives us resultant of these 2 vectors. So if you are going to measure this resultant by using your ruler, I got this R equals to 7.2 centimeter. So 7.2 centimeter is my resultant. So from this, I would say that resultant vector from this graph, we got 7.2 centimeter, and we can convert this centimeter by using our conversion factor, and we'll get this in grams. So this R is equals to 144.0 grams. So this is what we got from our graphical method, and when you will use your protractor and find this angle, I got this approximately 34 degree on my graph. So we got the magnitude of our vector at as 144, and the theta we got 34 degree. So this is your resultant by using the graphical method. So this is by graphical, by using the graphical method. Now, after this, now we will do the resultant by component method. So for that, we have two vectors again. One is your this a vector, and we have second we have b vector. So for this a vector, again, we will find the components now. So a of x component means the x component of a acting on the x-axis. This is equals to a cosine of theta. And a magnitude we have 120, and this is acting at an angle 0 degree. So cos theta will be cosine of 0. So this cosine 0 is 1. So this whole thing will be equals to 120. Its second component is a of phi, which is going to be a of sine theta. So that is going to be a 120 sine of 0 degree. So that means this is equals to 0. Now, the second vector, b vector, we said its components b of x and of b of y will be b cos of theta and the b sine of theta. This will be equals to b is 80 grams. So 80 cosine of, and it was acting at 90 degree, and this is 80 sine of 90 degree. So this cosine of 90 is 0, sine of 90 is 1, so this will be 80. So this is your components of P, and these are the components of A. Now we will find the resultant vector. So for that, we need to firstly find the R of x. R of x will be the combination of A of x plus B of x. So that will be 120 plus 0. That means 120. And the R of y, the y component of resultant, will be A of y plus B of y. That means 0 plus 80. That is equals to 80. So now we have both the components of R. We can find our total resultant, that is equals to R of x square plus R of y square. So that will be under root of 120 square plus 80 square. So this whole R resultant will come out to be 144.2 grams. And the theta from the component method we find by this formula tangent inverse R of y over R of x. So when we'll plug in these numbers, it's going to be tangent inverse your 80 over 120, and that comes out to be 33.82 degree. So now we got the resultant. So R equals to 144.2 gram and the theta equals to 33.82 degree. So this is the resultant by using the component method. So once you have these numbers, the resultant by using the graphical method and the resultant by using the component method, you can find the percentage difference in the magnitude of your R. So that's going to be, so we found the numbers 144 by using the graphical method. So that 144 minus 144.2, this we found by using the component method. 144.2 magnitude of this whole thing multiplied by 100. So this thing came out to be 0.14%. 0.14%, and the percentage difference in the angle theta in the angle theta is magnitude of again 34 minus 33.82 divided by 33.82 multiply by 100. This came out to be 0.53% for me. Thank you.